For all our supercharged information engines, governments around the world are working hard to stay silent about the injustices and human rights abuses that are multiplying around us and the warning signs of much worse to come. Example, the news that 50,000 Palestinians have now been killed by the Israeli armed forces in Gaza, thousands of them women and children. Apart from some half-hearted murmurings about indiscriminate bombing, the killing spree progressed without much comment, let alone criticism, from the leaders of our major democracies. And it's not over yet. Israel will reoccupy Gaza. Then there's Donald Trump's spectacular betrayal of Ukraine by temporarily halting arms supplies and switching off and then on again Kiev's access to intelligence. The West said almost nothing. And now Trump's developer comrade and so-called special envoy Steve Witkoff parrots Russian talking points and says Europe's offer of inserting peacekeeping troops into Ukraine is just pose and posture. The West says nothing in return. Look north, and Denmark rightly criticizes its Western allies for not pushing back against Trump's declared intention to take Greenland one way or the other. No pushback and no reaction at all to the imminent and profoundly unwanted visit to the territory by US Vice President J.D. Vance, who just happens to be bringing along Trump's national security visor and a fleet of bulletproof trucks to watch some dog sled races. And, oh yes, check out security. As the outgoing Prime Minister of Greenland put it, the fact that our other allies in the international community feel like hiding in a small corner and almost whispering that they support us has no effect. If they don't speak out loudly about how the US is treating Greenland, some hope of that, the situation will escalate, he says, day by day. Of course, none of Europe's tiptoeing around Trump buys it an ounce of respect in Washington. From the leak of a top-level conversation on the Signal messaging app, we now know that the new US Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, shares the spreading administration consensus that Europe is just freeloading on America and is pathetic. In response, the British government, hunkered down in its foxhole, said relations with the US are as firm and vital as ever, all of which sets a dubious scene for Trump's proposed state visit to Britain in the weeks to come. Will there be adoring crowds lining the route to Buckingham Palace to greet him? I wouldn't count on it. And then there's Canada. Trump, by his own telling, wants it as America's 51st state. And when asked in an Oval Office scrum about Trump's intention, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer told the questioner that they were just trying to find differences between him and Trump, and there weren't any. Really? No differences? How worrying is that? The trouble is, when it comes to silence and blind eyes, there's always a price to pay. Maybe not now and not by us, but without doubt by our children, to whom we're bequeathing some rapidly developing nightmares. They will wonder justifiably why we did and said so little to stop them.